This is the homework helper for Chapter 2, Section 8, Solving Two-Step Equations. Now we'll begin with the story problems here, just like they did in the notes. These are in the same vein as those types of story problems. They're just not exactly set up the same way. If you remember, the two questions we had in the notes were about the number of hours of mechanic work, and these are not that question. But it's the same idea, so if you can follow that concept along here, you can probably handle these two story problems quite well. I'll do number one with you. It says the school purchased baseball equipment and uniforms for a total of $1,762. The equipment cost $598 and the uniforms were $24.25 each. And we're supposed to figure out how many uniforms did the school purchase. So as you can see, I highlighted the important information there as I read, so let's use that to generate our equation here. We know we spent $598 just on equipment. That was a given amount. And then we also spent $24.25 per uniform. So if we bought one uniform, it would be $24.25 times 1. Two uniforms would be $24.25 times 2. If we don't know, it's going to be $24.25 times our variable. And I'm going to use h again, just like they did in the notes. And when we put that together, that's going to equal our total expenditure, which was $1,762. So let's look at solving that now. We know, based on our premises that we've learned here of solving equations, that the rules say that h and 1762 are all in proper locations. So 598 and 2425 are the two things that we're going to have to kick out here. 2425 is directly connected to the variable h, so it's the last thing that's going to move, which means 598 is going to be the first thing that's going to move. Now, perhaps you're a little bit confused on signage here, but let's make it crystal clear. 598 is a positive, and the opposite of a positive is a negative. And the reason the opposite is important is because, remember, when I want to move something to the opposite side of the equal sign, I do the opposite. Since negative looks like subtraction, I'm subtracting 598 from both sides. If you're still struggling with that, realize what happens, though, is they go to 0, just like every other time we've solved an equation. That first piece we always move always zeroes out. So now I have 2425h equals 1164, which is what I get when I do 1762 minus 598. So now it's a giant multiplication one-step problem, so we know exactly what to do. Divide, because it's multiplication. Again, I'm doing the opposite. You can go back and look at the rules for solving one-step equations. Go back and look at the videos for solving one-step equations if you need to. But you will see that it is indeed me still doing the opposite, in this case dividing by 2425. And when I do that, I find that h is 48, which means in context of the problem, that means we bought 48 uniforms.